pretty broad, to be honest. We started working with Mauveworx again a couple of years ago, towards the end of 2019, and predominantly to help us out in terms of managing the volume of store point of sale that was going into our stores. So it's sort of a logistical exercise first of all. I think that side of things, the actual practical solutions have been hugely beneficial, but also I think the way the teams work together collaboratively has been a really sort of easy process and enjoyable for the teams as well. That was pretty smooth. We kind of did a test and rollout sort of program. We launched 4 catalogues per year to our stores, and also sort of those are 4 huge range reviews of new deals. And basically the approach we took was just to trial one of those launches with Mauveworx. That was at the end of 2019. Obviously we're now coming into sort of towards the end of 2021, and we've done sort of 5 or 6 of those catalogue launches successfully since. Yeah, it's been really strong. I think it's we've got a fairly lean marketing team. We rely on agencies and suppliers sort of across the board of sort of specialisms to support us and to bring in that expertise. So it gives us opportunity to understand what other retailers are doing, you know, what best looks like, learn from best practice with some of the other clients that Mauveworx work with, and also obviously frees up sort of my team to do kind of what they are there to do in terms of marketing and focus on sort of more sort of focused activity, sort of strategic priorities really. So yeah, it means that they can specialise, more free up time. I think that side of things has been sort of one of the sort of big surprises really, sort of one of the happy discoveries. The initial sort of remit was obviously for the Mauveworx sort of studio creative team to support us with point of sale in branch. That's naturally progressed over the last couple of years to coming up with campaign ideas for us that work not just in stores and in point of sale, but also work for us across channel. So as a multi-channel business, if we launch a campaign, it needs to work seamlessly and sort of consistently, whether it's on the website, through social media, in our stores, or out sort of via email and through direct mail as well. And recent campaigns, that creative has been led by the Mauveworx team. I suppose there's probably 2 key things really: visibility of what's going out, and in terms of greater control. So actually access to the data, you know, whether that be data around our store setup, the mix of formats, how many poster sites in a store, for example, the stock holding that we have as well of particular products, when we need to reprint, and managing the use of that stock within branches as well. So you know, making those materials available, but also setting some limits on what they can request. And then the flip side of that is obviously sort of cost management and cost savings. With 500 stores all requesting communications from us, and internal departments as well asking for internal comms pieces and other projects, sort of managing those costs was becoming increasingly challenging. And certainly the Mauve platform has given us sort of opportunity to access that dashboard, see what's going out, see what's being requested, and ultimately sort of give the team greater control. It enables us to focus on what we do best and what our customers need us to do, which is get products, you know, from into the DCs, from the distribution centres and into the stores, into customers' hands. If point of sale and marketing materials kind of interrupt that process, it's a distraction for the supply chain. So the more we can sort of bypass, let those business functions focus on product, and remove those marketing communications into a separate, you know, sort of separate system. It's freed up time, freed up space as well. You know, our DCs are there to stock product, not posters. So that's, you know, that's helped, and that's something that we're continuing to grow and looking at other areas of product that aren't for resale that we can move into Mauveworx. I think one of probably the biggest testament to this is that the fact that we get far less feedback from branches about things going missing, items not being delivered late, questions around what items they should put where in a store, how to merchandise a store, because again the information is better. We now, because of the data and the use of the access to the data and the Mauve platform being in place, we know, with a product launch or a catalogue launch, we know what the percentages that's hit. So immediately we've kind of got those numbers at our fingertips. We've got the information. If something's gone missing, we know which store it is and where, when it was or wasn't signed for. So actually, I think we find if we're having that better information, better management of information, actually we get far less queries coming into the marketing team, which again means that those guys can focus on, we can focus on sort of key projects rather than this sort of the administration of them. It's definitely saved time. I think what it has done, as I've said, it frees the team's time up to focus on core projects, not spending inordinate amounts of time managing spreadsheets, managing data manually, relying on the experience of one or two individuals who hold all this information in their heads from experience, which is great to a point, but as you reach a certain scale, that gets increasingly difficult. So I think, that's been sort of the largest benefit to the team really, is allowing people to specialise and do what they're there to do, giving them that freedom.